Today, it's Madden NFL football. This is the National Football League. As we'll see Deshaun Watson and the Cleveland Browns taking on Derek Carr and the New Orleans Saints.
Now from the home of the Dog Pound, EA Sports welcomes you to Huntington Bank Field here in downtown Cleveland, Ohio.
Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, and Charles kickoff moments away. Quickly, what are you watching in this one?
The offensive line for both teams, because both teams have a terrific pass rush. They've got to keep their passers upright. If they have a chance to do that, they can both thrive on offense and move the ball downfield.
Here's the veteran Dustin Hopkins ready for the start, and we are underway now from Huntington Bank Field. From his end zone, here's Rashid Shaheed, and he'll be stopped up at the 25. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. They're led out by their quarterback out of Fresno State, Derek Carr.
It's been fun to watch his development through the years, and right now what you see is a very confident quarterback who has a strong sense of self, totally understands the offense, and knows how to get the ball to his playmakers on the run.
The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Carr now to throw.
And that went to the right side and incomplete.
They were looking for Johnson that time. 3rd down here. Carr going to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, 3 and out to start the game would have been a real disappointment, so this is a nice job of finding something you think will work and executing it. And they're able to keep this opening drive going.
Throwing on first down is Carr. And his throw is incomplete. Johnson the intended target. And now it's 2nd down. Carr to throw again.
There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive.
3rd and 3. They'll run it for the first time with Williams. And he appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1.
So many things go into making a good play on defense. In this situation, just not being blown out of the way was a big start, and then a nice tackle to finish things off.
Here comes the Saints punter now. Back deep, James Prochet. And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it. And that one will skip out of bounds as the linesman will mark this thing right at the 15-yard line. So here are the Browns under head coach Kevin Stefanski. They will be led out by their dual-threat quarterback, the veteran from Clemson. It's Deshaun Watson.
And he's exactly the man you want in control of your offense. Excellent arm, good zip on the ball, not afraid to use his legs when he needs to. And what he's excelled at doing is making plays when the first read isn't available or when the pressure's about to get to him.
They will start this drive with Ford. And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
And not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. To throw is Watson. He juked him and marked him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first.
Well, that turned out better than most of the passes he could have thrown on that snap. The coverage downfield was excellent, but the containment close to home left him a backdoor escape, and they paid dearly for not locking up.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Watson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Brian Brzee fought in and got him down. He's certainly one of those quarterbacks that can burn you with his mobility, but that time able to hem him in and get him to the ground.
Perfect descriptor right there about how they kept him in the pocket. Excellent job of containment, but they were still able to continue to bring such strong pressure without letting him escape. But how about those guys in the secondary as well? Kept the coverage tight, plastered to the receivers, and left no real options for him to throw it downfield.
Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. From the gun, here's Watson. He finds his man, complete. That's Ford. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. Here's Watson. He finds his man, complete. It's Ford. And they're able to stop him short. On 3rd and 6, they'll only pick up 4. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
4th down. Corey Bajorquez gets set to punt for Cleveland. Deep for New Orleans is Rashid Shaheed.
And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive.
The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. From the gun, it's Carr. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. To throw, it's Carr. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. A nice pickup of 17 yards.
It's a gain of 17 yards. And the Saints first down.
Carr now on 1st down.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead is knocked harmlessly to the turf.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Into the hands of Perry, complete.
And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 44-yard line. 15 yards there on the catch and run. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 44-yard line. Kamara up the middle.
Down to the 42, 2nd down. Here's a 2nd and 8.
They run it again with Kamara. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Here's Carr to throw. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 20-yard line. Nice third down conversion and even 20 yards.
And that's patience to be admired right there, because he looks left, looks right, and waits for the right guy to come open, spots him in the middle of the field, and delivers.
Into the red zone, it's Carr. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. In for the sack, Myles Garrett. Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
Here's Carr. And it's incomplete. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. To throw is Carr.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Good coverage yet again down here by the goal line. Everyone's blanketed, and he's forced to throw it away and try and come up with something on 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal following incompletions on 1st and 2nd down.
Now Carr. And that will be incomplete as well. Also a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
So Carr departs, and on his Blake Groupie for the Saints field goal.
And his kick is good. And the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead.
So after drive number 3 here, we have a score, and it's 3 points after the field goal.
I would say the feeling out process for both these teams, I'd say it's over, partner. Everyone understands what's going on now. You've kind of probed a little bit. Now you want to start throwing the big shots. First 3 points up on the board could be significant.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense.
Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
Now a play fake, and it's Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Watson now to throw. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. After 1 on EA Sports. On to the 2nd from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football. A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. Here's Watson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. 1st down, 18-yard gain. Now it's Watson.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
That's one of the dangers of the quick game. If you only have a 2- or 3-step drop, if you don't get the ball to someone open right away, those defenders are right near the line of scrimmage and they can get on top of you in a heartbeat.
2nd and 10.
Watson.
That's complete. It's Elijah Moore.
And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 38-yard line. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw, Watson. He's going to look end zone here for Cooper. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Amari Cooper, 38 yards. And the Browns have taken the lead. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. But sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. And that's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long,
Backyard.
man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. So the drive there took 6 plays.
And it's Amari Cooper who finishes it off with a touchdown reception.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
That's going to be taken at the goal line, and he'll return it. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10.
And Shaheed going to go in motion. And they'll fake the jet sweep there and instead hand it Kamara.
He had to fight that time. Ran through one tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Here's 2nd and 10.
shotgun now for Carr. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Perry. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. The Saints on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. On play action. Now Carr. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. The sack coming from big Dalvin Tomlinson.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Here comes the Saints punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Now a fair catch called for and taken here, and that'll set up his guys in great field position. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10. Getting set to go again, we get a look at Amari Cooper as he heads back out there now. He's doing what he's capable of, having a solid game. Not the most amazing game. He's not over 100 yards, but a good game so far.
And you just know that mentally, he feels like he's one catch away from turning it into a great game and starting on that road. And the defenders are well aware of that, too. They've got to figure out a way to not let that escalate. Keep him right in this zone here and call it a day, because otherwise, he can really decimate them.
Better believe they are well aware of his playmaking ability.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 6.
Again, they turn to Ford. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Watson. That is caught. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there.
The first catch for Judy. Good for a 1st down.
The handoff to Ford up the middle. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
From the 23, here's 2nd and 2.
Faking the give. Now Watson. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Kevin Stefanski consulted with his guys above, and they've told him, throw that challenge flag. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So for Kevin Stefanski, a smart decision to throw the flag.
Hopkins with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. The drive summary that time, 5 plays.
And it's Amari Cooper who finishes it off with a touchdown reception.
scoring the touchdown. Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
On the return, here's Rashid Shaheed. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains.
I tell you what, when you're down on the scoreboard, you've got to look to your stars, and that's what they do here to start the drive. I wouldn't be surprised if they looked his way a few more times in short order. That one, well designed, and it's a quick first down.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4.
Throwing now is Carr.
That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 45-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Tackle made there by Myles Garrett.
It's a game of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5. They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. Now a play fake. Carr. Downfield, and he's got Olave. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 13-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
This is all about finding the open space in the middle of the field. How do you do that? One way is through play action. That's going to freeze those linebackers for just a split second, and sometimes that's all you need. They run a deep in route behind them, and it works to perfection.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Carr. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
A great job defensively taking away his receivers, and he was forced to put that one into Lake Erie, but that's what good quarterbacks do. They don't take unnecessary chances if they don't have to.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. They'll drop to throw. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Myles Garrett, that is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles, and that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance, they've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Now Carr. Open man left side. Shaheed has it. And they're going to drop it well shy of the 1st as he can only make it to the 11. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. So Carr departs, and on is Blake Groupie for the Saints field goal. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick is good. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So the margin shrinks a bit as back-to-back drives here for him, and with field goals.
Yeah, we know no one's turning down 3, especially in the first half, but you've got to finish these drives in the end zone. That's got to be a priority. Nice to have a reliable kicker, but outside of his agent, you know you'd rather him kick 1-pointers instead of 3-pointers.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25. So the hold on special teams backs him up all the way inside the 15 to start. On 1st and 10, Watson. That pass complete to Moore. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Back to throw. Watson got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it's second down. Looking to throw. Watson. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. Pulled in at the 24. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. A good head-down running on the return gets about 15 yards. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. The Saints offense going to head out now late in this first half. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Here's Johnson with a reception. Touchdown, New Orleans. Juwan Johnson, 61 yards. And the Saints get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Yeah, touchdown. I love it. Now it's only a 2-point game. I know it's the first half, but you've got to think. Go for 2. Tie it up. Go into the locker room. What are you doing? Come on.
You're bold. You're bold.
It's real easy to be bold sitting up here rather than
right?
down there and making that decision.
We don't have to make those decisions. Either way, little time left on the clock here in the second quarter. We'll see how this all plays out. Blake Groupie now for the extra point. And this is up and good. It brings them within a point now. It's 14-13. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see, just one play resulting in the touchdown.
So we're back to a one-point game now as the kickoff comes.
I couldn't take the chance. This will be returned from the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Browns now going to take over late in this first half. And with a one-point lead, you'd have to think they'll be looking just to get this to halftime.
Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Watson.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
I like the call. It looked like the right time to dial up a running back screen. But this one got disrupted right from the start and ends up falling incomplete.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. Throwing again is Watson.
That's going to be caught by Judy.
Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Watson on 1st down. It's caught. Cooper.
He's to the 15.
And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Back to throw again. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Amari Cooper as the first half is winding down.
And the Browns will extend their lead here just before halftime.
The touchdown all set up by the big play one snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play, got the momentum going, right? You create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
On is Hopkins now for the extra point. And with that, the lead is up to 8. A drive there of just 4 plays.
And it's Amari Cooper who finishes it off with a touchdown reception. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started.
And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we have reached halftime here in Cleveland with the Browns on top. As we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everyone, to our brand new studios here in downtown Orlando in the EA Sports halftime report. We just watched a strong first half from quarterback Deshaun Watson. He came on after a slow start to fire 2 second-quarter touchdown passes and give his guys the lead at the intermission.
This one has been a hard-hitting affair to this point, and you got to expect we'll see more of the same in the second half. and to bring the action your way. Let's get it right back out to Brandon Gott.
Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Amari Cooper and the rest of the offense heading back out there now. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it?
Right.
Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Yeah, and he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 6. This is Ford. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. That one a first down pickup of 8.
I don't care what anyone says. I want a big-time backing in this kind of yardage each and every time I step on the field. A tone setter, these guys are hard to find.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Watson. This will be caught, Judy. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Off of play action, it's Watson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone to the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long. They run with Ford, and they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. This time able to hold on to the football, but not much room to run. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 35. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the third downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the third quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. On the ground, it's Ford. Demario Davis there on the stop. From the 31, here's 2nd down and 5. A shotgun snap for Watson. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Ford. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. To throw is Watson. That'll be caught by Foreman. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down.
How about a nod to the sequence of plays they're putting together here? This has been death by 1,000 paper cuts on this drive. But this is one of their best plays yet, and they're able to move it down into the red zone.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now Watson. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
And I think he just wanted to get the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area, and after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
It's 2nd and 7 from the 9. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. Third and 2. From the gun, here's Watson. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Jerry Jeudy from 4 yards out. And the Browns take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Here's Hopkins now for the extra point. And the lead is up to 15 now. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it ends with a touchdown for Cleveland. The touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half.
Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a two-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out. Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7.
From the gun, it's Carr.
Completes it to Perry.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara.
And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line.
11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
They held him in check in the first half, but that's his longest carry of the game right there.
So would this be the definition of fresh legs since he didn't get much done in the first half? Now he has a great opportunity. He's taking full advantage of it.
On first down, Carr. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll bring up second down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 42-yard line.
To throw, it's Carr. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Myles Garrett able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Well, this has to count as a great team effort today, but this man, he's been at the center of all of it. Really special day for any defense to have this many sacks in a game, even more so for this player. One of the best individual efforts of the season.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Carr now to throw.
Gets this complete to Shaheed.
They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for 4th.
I think that we all figured when he called it that short of the marker, that the defense almost relaxed and said, we've got this covered. And then all of a sudden, space to run after the catch. And now they're screaming, somebody get him down. Fortunately, they got to him and forced the 4th down.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Here we go with Kamara. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration.
Good spot on the field to go for it. Kind of no man's land, as they call it, and it worked out.
Yeah, they call it no man's land because your punter's telling you it's too short. I'm just going to punt it into the end zone. Your field goal kicker might give you a little raised eyebrow. Might be too far for the field goal, so it gives you a great chance to go for it. Personally, if you have those tendencies to be aggressive as a head coach, you kind of like this spot because it gives you the decision to go ahead and go for it when you want to anyway.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Can we just take that run and turn it into a kind of a clip and save? Because that tells you everything you need to know about this drive. They've been moving the ball awfully well.
2nd down and 6 now.
Now Carr.
They'll get this out to Kamara.
And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the 4th quarter of play. Throwing on 1st down is Carr.
A quick throw there is incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw.
Into the hands of Perry, complete.
Touchdown, Saints!
A.T. Perry.
23 yards for the touchdown.
And the Saints are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. So this now a 9-point difference. You figure the book here says kick the extra point, make it a 1-score game.
Now, you and I have seen coaches get overly aggressive in this spot, but I agree with you. Kick it here and get back within a score.
And now in a 9-point game, they'll still just need to go for 1 here. And it's good, so that will get them back within 1 score. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it ends with a touchdown for New Orleans. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Another opportunity now for the Browns offense. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. 1st down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
So 4th quarter, a nice run there to start this drive. Charles, what do you think the split will be here between run and pass?
Well, partner, I think it'll lean towards the run, but this is also not a time where you just totally do that. You still have to possess the ball, move the sticks, and keep the clock moving as well. So they'll run their offense, but yeah, when they have a chance to run it, they'll do that a little bit more.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. Ford. And he's going to get back to the original line of scrimmage, but that's about it. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. they have to feel really good about that last completion.
They run the option here on 1st and 10.
And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down. Here's Watson. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down. Here's Watson. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit, because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the 4th, a costly turnover. A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. So after the fumble recovery, it's Carr.
Throw out wide is incomplete.
No sense risking anything there on 1st down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who can make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw.
That'll be taken in by Shaheed.
And he's brought down. Give him 18 there, and the Saints have a 1st down.
And that's a much-needed 1st down right there. Look, they're down by 8, so logic says they don't have to get a touchdown out of this drive. But the way things are going, I don't know if I'd put it in the hands of my defense here. You might not get the ball back at all. So if a 4th down situation comes up, I'm thinking hard about going for it right here and right now.
Carr now on 1st down. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. He's having a nice game through the air. His decision-making's been really good. Solid there again. Just seeing nothing downfield, goes underneath. Nice gain.
How about the patience? Because when you're having a big game through the air, you're looking for those chunk plays, those big ones downfield. Instead, as you noted, takes the check down, dumps it off, gains good yardage anyway. Really well executed.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a 1st.
One thing I do know that offensive linemen like, they like a guy who's carrying the ball that will take what is blocked. Not try and create a big play and maybe take a loss, not try and go where the blocking isn't. But if it's just all that's there and you just put your head and your shoulders down and get that, you get the respect of the big guys up front.
Staying on the ground on 1st with Kamara. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
Now 2nd and 9.
Carr going to throw.
There's a short one caught by Johnson.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
And this offense on third down today, they've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Carr to throw. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now Carr, got to have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And this Browns defense stands tall. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop.
Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Demario Davis coming in for the sack that time. And, of course, that's not an easy man to sack. You know how elusive he can be trying to get outside of the pocket. That was a great play on the defensive side.
And I wonder what was going through his mind, because he didn't seem as committed to using his legs to pick up yardage. He wanted to keep that play alive, so either take off and go or throw it away. But he held on to the football and ended up getting sacked.
They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Back to throw, Watson. Over the middle, complete to Judy. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. On 3rd down, it's Ford. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland 1st down.
But they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another 1st down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively, you've got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait, because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
From the 50, it's Watson. He finds his man, complete. That's Ford. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 8 there on the play. And they'll be left with 2nd and a couple. Up the middle they go. Ford. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 2 yards, good enough for a 1st.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. Now a 1st down throw, Watson. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. He couldn't get rid of it. He winds up losing a yard. It's 2nd down.
Well, this has turned into an absolute week to forget for this quarterback. Multiple sacks, pair that with multiple turnovers. As far as he's concerned, if he ever sees this defense again, it'll be way too soon.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. Now a handoff up the middle. It's fourth, and this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. This is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Watson now to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Browns send out their punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. So time for Carr and the Saints. Down 28-20, a minute 44 to go. They need a touchdown and, of course, the 2-point conversion as well. Throwing his Carr. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second. Here's second down. Now Carr. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. Well, that's where this Cleveland crowd, the dog pound in particular, make it difficult on opposing offenses. It looked like they might have had troubles communicating at the line, and it leads to the incompletion. This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's third and long. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Ronnie Hickman with a pick.
So it's third and long, and you know this is going to be a pass. So defensively, they bring in an extra defensive back and just blanket the field. And this is an ill-advised throw right here as it winds up being picked off easily.
Ready to take over again on offense. Out comes Cleveland. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Well, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
The Browns in victory formation now as they take the knee. Now the Saints will use their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. And they will take a knee here. Down to a knee goes Watson, and that should just about do it for this ball game.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
So it's a win here for the Cleveland Browns, and it's thanks in large part to the play of their quarterback, Charles, and that's one Deshaun Watson.
Yeah, you had to like what you saw. He was on point the whole game. Wound up going over 300 yards with 3 touchdown passes. That will definitely get the job done.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Browns, and they're happy in the dog pound as we say so long from Cleveland.